Hey there, beautiful. It's the American Classic Harley Hughes. Running a little late getting the show started, trying to figure out this interesting little system that I have set up here. I am, as always, the American Classic, live and in charge today. We're going to see if I still have the chops for live radio. It's been a while, so hopefully I can get some of this mic rust off of me and get back to the way things used to be. All right, as always, I am running on sleep deprivation, running on caffeine, nicotine, and morphine. Just kidding. I don't do man-made drugs. I do God-made drugs. The surreal facts of an open marriage. I spent yesterday helping my wife pick out an outfit to wear to the bondage club with her new BDSM master and his wife. My life is strange, but enjoyable. You know, if you talk to God, you're religious. If God talks back, you're crazy. So why wasn't Bush hospitalized when he said God told him to go into Iraq? If he really was hearing the voice of the Almighty, do you think maybe God's judgment was a little off that day? So Fox News on Tuesday advised listeners and viewers to switch to a car from the 1960s or also to switch back to a horse and buggy because Al-Qaeda terrorists could take over the computer in their car and make it crash. In a segment titled, Al-Qaeda Behind the Wheel, How Terrorists Could Crash Your Car, cyber terrorism analyst Morgan Wright said that it was a fact that you can take control of a car through systems like General Motors OnStar. My concern is when they not only hack the car, they hack the systems that control these cars and have access to them, Wright noted. A lot of people say that's far-fetched, but one of my examples, on September 10th, 2001, we thought it was far-fetched to fly 4 planes into a building. Never thought it could happen, so never say never. See, here's the thing. OnStar, the way that they can control your car is they can turn it off. So Al-Qaeda is not going to make you crash, but how Al-Qaeda will win will be to make you late for work. George Carlin said the only thing you need to know about women and men is that women are crazy and men are stupid. And the reason why women are crazy is that men are stupid. Now, I live my life as a man because, as insignificant as it is, I do have a penis, but I pretty much identify as non-gendered or gender neutral. So I'm not as stupid as your average man. But here's the thing. The women that I seem to attract are not just crazy. They are batshit insane. 2 quick examples. My bipolar alcoholic lawnmower lady wanted me to kiss her after she mowed my lawn. And the woman who recently responded to my dating profile has dissociative identity disorder, more commonly known by its old name, multiple personalities. I'm not asking for completely sane in the women I date. After all, perfect sanity is perfectly boring. But could they be just a little more mentally stable? Maybe able to hold a conversation without getting distracted by the evil, faceless bunny that lives in their mirror? So I called my brother the other night because he's the most rational, logical person in my life, and sometimes it feels good to talk to someone who doesn't believe in fairy tales. And I wanted to discuss with him how Saul of Tarsus was the Antichrist and the early Christian church was the beast talked about in the book of Revelation, because I'm totally not as rational as my brother. He starts making jokes about the CERN experiments, the Higgs boson, and the faster-than-light particles. These are total nerd jokes, because my brother is a total nerd. I'm a total nerd too, so I'm laughing and repeating them to my wife, and she's rolling her eyes and making fun of me for being a nerd. And that's when I realized. I ditched the glasses in favor of contacts, I grew the hair out, got piercings and tattoos, and yeah, I party now. But I'm still that kid who pretended to be a Power Ranger long after the age when playing pretend was socially acceptable. That's right, I'm Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, only I know how to get laid. I gotta talk about the Zimmerman case. Okay, sensationalist media circus aside, this guy follows a kid around, calls the cops, is told by the cops to stop following the kid, keeps following the kid, confronts the kid, and shoots him dead, and admits to all of this on the stand, and is still found not guilty. It's because of Florida's Stand Your Ground law, which was also invoked by a woman who fired a gun in the air in an attempt to fend off her abusive husband. By the way, while the white guy who killed an unarmed black kid goes free, the black woman who killed nobody and was trying to keep from getting her ass beat by her douchebag spouse, yeah, she got sentenced to 20 years. So, Justice Roberts, tell me again how racism is no longer an issue in this country? Governor McDonnell of Virginia is in the news again. He earned the nickname a while back of Governor Vagina for trying to get a law passed to mandate women wanting an abortion to get a transvaginal ultrasound. He doesn't believe in exceptions for rape and incest victims, and this time he's under criminal investigation for taking inappropriate gifts. Most of the gifts were about vanity and superficiality, like a Rolex, furniture, jewelry, basically because his $170,000 a year salary does not allow him to keep up with the Joneses. But my favorite is the cosmetic dentistry for his wife. This is a guy who says that every baby conceived should be delivered, that abstinence-only sex education is the best idea, and that contraceptives should not be required in health coverage. But his wife was apparently a Black & Decker pecker wrecker with a mouth like all screwed up, so he got her teeth fixed. But this does reveal one thing. The best form of birth control, according to the conservatives, isn't the pill. It's fellatio. I love this story. A woman in Philadelphia posted a Craigslist ad to seek a woman to take her son's virginity. She's going to buy 2 pair of concert tickets, give 1 pair to her son and 1 pair to the lucky prostitute, and have them meet through sheer chance and the fact that their seats will be right next to each other. She wants this girl to date her son for the summer and show him, and I quote, many sex positions and let him get greedy, end quote, so that when the kid goes off to Harvard, he has the confidence to ask a girl out. And of course, there will be financial compensation. You see, now this is how a mom should be. My mom figured I'd never meet a girl, so she taught me how to cook and do laundry. This mom, she hires a hooker for her son. Hey mom, if you're listening, I want a hooker for Christmas. So I've been trying this thing since entering into this open marriage to convince myself I'm not ugly. It's kind of hard because I've had a lot of people over the years tell me I am ugly. Granted, a few of them were probably just the result of my diseased mind and the fact that I've only been on antipsychotics for the past decade, but most of it has been real people, whether stranger, friend, or opponent, letting me know that I'm essentially a Morlock. Now, to clarify, though I always thought I was ugly, I knew this didn't really have an impact on my ability to attract women. Women like confidence, and I'm convinced that I'm God. Doesn't get much more confident than that. And women like humor, and my insane ramblings often cause people to get their giggle on. But I figure a negative self-image isn't healthy, so I tell myself I'm attractive, thinking maybe one day I'll believe it. The other day, I'm texting this girl I've been out with a couple of times, and she's telling me how she has very low self-esteem and doesn't think good-looking guys will ever be interested in her. And my response is, I asked you out, and I'm not exactly Quasimodo. And immediately she responded back, the hunchback guy? Oh, you're way better looking than him. Now, how do I take that? It's almost like saying, your base scallop carbonara is so much better than the Long John Silver's hour-old fish plank. I want to wrap up today's live show with a serious message to all my Christian friends. If you support war, the elimination of food stamps and welfare, and unrestrained capitalism, and if you oppose social justice, single-payer health care, and the rights of an individual to decide what they can put in or remove from their own body, please quit thinking of yourself as a follower of Christ. You are a follower of the church, organized, hierarchical, corrupt religion that Jesus rallied against. Not the guy who said in John chapter 10, verses 30 through 34, I am God and so are you. Good night.